I ain't finding that one again. And I knew better than that, too. Hey, John. Okay, good learning moment for me. And for everybody else who might decide to watch. Make sure you have clearance to get your tool out of the way. Which I thought I did, to be honest, when I started. Otherwise it wouldn't have... No, I just didn't pay close enough attention. Once I got it broke loose with the breaker bar, put the ratchet on it, and now the nut's off, but my socket and ratchet combo are too tall in this steering knuckle to pull it out of the way. So I got to thread it back on, pull the ratchet off, and hopefully the nut is still loose enough I can just undo it by hand. Another lessons learned event: if you're going to go ahead and hit your ball joint, knock it out with a hammer or with a brass rod, just go ahead and take the nut off. Don't mushroom it with the brass rod on it, which is actually pretty impressive in itself, because now it's kind of pinched in there and spinning in place and I can't get it off. I'm able to tap it with another drift and get it to spin, get the nut to spin, but it's going to take a while. Okay, time to get the fire out so that way we can get this kingpin out here. As you can see, it's open and all corroded, and there's gunk in there. I've sprayed it with penetrating oil, and when I was on the impact, this still didn't even turn. So looks like we're going to get some heat, brass rod and a hammer, and drive this son of a gun out. Well, while I'm waiting for parts, mostly bushings and whatnot, to put the radius arms back in, I figured I'd just go ahead and paint what I got, make it look a little bit pretty. Why am I painting a spring? I don't know. Seems like a good idea. Something other than just rust. Go ahead and clean all that out. And again, waiting on parts. I'll go ahead and start cleaning out the bed of the truck. And good morning. It's another wonderful morning in East Texas. I finally got some parts delivered from Summit Racing. I got some bushings for my radius arms in, so I'll be able to install all the drop beam assembly, radius arm spring, spindle. I got my new rotors over here. I got a package, another package delivered that was a bunch of wheel bearings, so I'll be able to put new wheel bearings on everything, just for, you know, sanity's sake, just to keep everything neat. I mean, these didn't look too terrible, but sometimes you just get a little bit carried away. A little bit of time lapse and see what we do from there. Alright, so I got this side all assembled now. I ended up getting aggravated, had to go into town and get a couple of things, but everything's in there, and hopefully now I know an easier way to do it, and I can show you guys. When I get frustrated, I start a lot of swear words, a lot of tools being thrown around type things, so I usually try to cut the camera off for that. But now that I've done that side, sans brakes, because my calipers haven't come in yet. But now that I've done that side, I can come over here and I can probably show you how to do this side without getting too aggravated. But one of the main issues I was having was, where are they? Right here. The two nuts that go on the kingpin. This right here. And what it is, I don't know if the camera will pick it up very well, but there are some boogered up threads right on the top side of them. So I was only able to get registration on the kingpin only to that far. And it was causing me some issues. So I had to go to 3 stores in town to find me a 3/4 inch tap, so that way I can clean these threads up and get good registration on the kingpin. And I guess I'll set you up for a time lapse. And to pick up where I left off yesterday, finally got the spring and shock drop beam and radius arm all installed. Now, where is it? There it is. Nice shiny blue thing. Time to put the spindle slash steering knuckle thing and bob back on. Watch me do that for a little bit. I got about 3 hours before I need to actually go to work tonight, so let's see what I can accomplish. And it may not seem like much, but our 3-inch drop is installed. Now, you just saw me put the wheel on without putting the brake calipers on, and that is with a good reason. My brake calipers ain't here yet. I cut the old ones off, didn't like the brake line, and honestly, the condition that this truck was in, I just didn't quite trust them. So I got new calipers coming in, but of course, with anything you try to buy online, everything's on back order, so it'd probably be another month before those come in. But afterwards, we can do the flip kit, or in the meantime, we can do the flip kit for the axle. Go ahead and drop the rear end down too. Front end looks nice. Wheel covers in, fills in that fender so much better. Which of course doesn't help the fact that I have two different size tires on the front. Let's see, what are these? These are 235 75s. I think over here they're like 255 40s or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, 255 70s. There we go. So yeah, two different size tires, so it ain't gonna sit just right until I actually order new tires. But yeah, that's starting to look good. I think it's starting to look good. Also, sometime before, I don't know, those frame mounts are gonna go in, but like I said, I gotta work tonight. Even though it didn't take me 30 minutes to pick up where I left off yesterday. Yesterday I just had such a bad headache, I just couldn't go on. But yeah, do a little bit of modification on that passenger side to get that one to fit. Which when I ordered these frame mounts, or the frame to motor mounts, it did specify that some modification is necessary. Not would be, or maybe, absolutely would be necessary. So I was prepared for that. So I got some marking and cutting to do on that, and then we can dry fit the engine block, which the engine block should fit no problem. It's just mostly I want to get some good measurements so that way I know absolutely what style oil pan I'm going to get, because pretty much all the aftermarket pans for this are road race, drag race. A lot of them are geared towards Mustangs, not pickup trucks. So I got to do some investigating and measuring, and probably call Moroso or something like that and go, yeah, this is the pan I want. Go ahead and put a high volume pump on it, yada yada yada. But yeah, it's getting there. Progress. I've actually accomplished something in this video. Yay.